Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election and its fallout. As you all know, we are getting to the end of October, the deadline that the Federal Bureau of Investigation in the United States gave for the release of information that it has in its file on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. As Nigerians await with bated breath for what will be contained in the file of Federal Bureau of Investigation, which already had revealed that it has information that covers 2,500 pages, in which the topmost investigative agency in America say it would be releasing this information at least 500 pages a month, meaning that it will take it about 5 months to fully release the avalanche of information it has on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of Nigeria. While Nigerians were waiting for this with bated breath, because people assume that it will give clarity to a lot of unanswered questions about the person of the president of Nigeria. The president, however, has moved swiftly in yet another scramble to block these records from being released. Recall that the president and his lawyers had tried very hard to stop the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, from having his record released to Atiku Abubakar, because Atiku Abubakar wanted this record to prove his allegation that the president submitted forged Chicago State University certificate to the Independent National Electoral Commission in June 2022 as part of his filings for the presidential election that was held in 2023. Now it has become public knowledge that the president has also made efforts to intervene to stop the FBI and others from making his record accessible to the public, or for it to be disclosed to third parties in a Freedom of Information Act request in the United States. Now, according to reports, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in a yet another scramble to block records relating to him from being disclosed by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, and other United States services, has filed a suit in the court, which had been seen by People's Gazette. They have cited this filing in the court in the United States. Tinubu filed a motion to appear in an ongoing Freedom of Information action brought against the U.S. organizations, where records that may help answer questions about the president's real identity and decades-long endeavor were domiciled. Now, this motion was filed by Christopher Carmichael. Now, if you had followed the article's quest to get Tinubu's record at Chicago State University. You remember Christopher Carmichael. He was one of the lawyers who represented Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the recent Chicago State University records case. He was the one that filed the latest motion to stop the FBI from releasing Tinubu's record. And the filing was dated 18th of October 2023. This lawyer stated that he was a lawyer in good standing to appear in the case in which the Freedom of Information Act lawsuit underway in Washington, D.C. So he has made himself available to appear in the case in the Freedom of Information Act lawsuit. And this is in pursuant, he said that this is in pursuant to Civil Local Rule 83.2C. Brian A. Carey moves for the admission and appearance of attorney Christopher Carmichael pro hack vice in the above entitled action. Mr. Carey, who practices in Washington, D.C., said on Carmichael's behalf. Continuing, he said that the motion is supported by the declaration of Christopher Carmichael as set forth in Mr. Carmichael's declaration. He is admitted and an active member in good standing. Now, what informed Tinubu's expectation that he could block that he could block United States agencies from complying with Freedom of Information Act remained unclear. However, the lawyers will work to file a full argument soonest in order to stand a chance of being able to argue any relief before the October 31st deadline, which the FBI had given, that it will release the documents that they have in their files on Bola Ahmed Tinubu to those that requested for it. Now, I remember that David Hundiyin, an investigative journalist from Nigeria, is one of the two persons who made this request from the American investigative agencies. And David Hundiyin has said that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be wasting his resources if he tries to stop this filing from being released to him and Greenspire, another person that was part of the two persons that filed for this information on Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be released to them. So David Hundiyin believes strongly that from records, nobody can stop this kind of information when it had been applied for. Nobody can stop it from being released. Perhaps Tinubu and his lawyers have a better idea on what to do about it. But that was what David Hundiyin said, that the lawyers will only be eating Tinubu's money, that it cannot be stopped. But then David Hundiyin was talking as a journalist. So we will see, since the matter has now gotten to the position where Tinubu has taken legal action. Let us see how it pans out. But also recall that Tinubu was alerted to this lawsuit in Washington, D.C. to unearth information about him when it was reported on September 11 that the Federal Bureau of Investigation had agreed to turn over 2,500 pages of response information on the Nigerian leader. You, we all know about this matter that the president was previously investigated for alleged narcotic trafficking in the United States in the 1990s, during which he was compelled to forfeit $460,000 via a freedom of information, where he was compelled to forfeit $460,000 proceeds of a narcotic to the United States government. The FBI said that they were planning to release the records before the end of October to Aaron Greenspan, the proprietor or the publisher of Plain Sight, a website that pushes anti-corruption and transparency in public service. Several other U.S. institutions, including the United States Department, Internal Revenue Service, and Drug Law Enforcement Administration, they have all indicated readiness to turn over thousands of pages of Bola Tinubu's related records, which they have. And you recall that this matter is coming up barely 2 weeks after Tinubu lost a fierce battle to block the federal court in Chicago from releasing his academic records to Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the 2023 presidential election held in Nigeria. The school, the Chicago State University, ultimately released the records which showed that a certain Bola Tinubu was admitted into the school in 1977. But the school still said it only assumed, based on a cursory look at records, that it is his former student that is the Nigerian president. So the school is assuming, based on its record, is assuming that the Bola Tinubu that was admitted in their school is the same person that is Nigerian president right now, but also said under oath that it could not authenticate the certificate that Tinubu tendered to the Independent National Electoral Commission. In other words, the university said, we agree that this Bola Tinubu, who is the president of Nigeria, is the one that was admitted at the Chicago State University. But the certificate he submitted to the INEC, they didn't know where he got it from. That is not from them. They cannot authenticate it under oath. Now, what does this mean? What this means is that Nigerians are about to witness another strong legal battle. This battle this time around is not about any information that will be gotten for the purpose of litigation in Nigeria. It is for clarity purpose, so that information about the president, his real identity, whatever may be the information that the Americans, the investigative agencies have on him, they will make it public, and it will help to answer a lot of questions. That's what those who are requesting for this, that's what they are hoping to find out. They believe that it will help them to know the real name he used when he entered the United States. When did he enter and every other thing. If he had done anything that involves, that require the attention of the FBI, of course, there must have been some things, because you can't have up to 2,500 information on you with the FBI without something or being of concern in those documents or information. So that is what is on board right now. Tinubu has gone to stop it, but there are strong indications that he cannot be able to stop it. But we never can tell. But those who have made this kind of request before have said that basically you can't stop federal agencies in America from releasing records which they have been requested to make public or to release to certain individuals or organizations. Remember that one of the grounds that Tinubu tried to use to stop the release of his academic records to Atiku Abubakar was that it will cause him severe and irreparable harm if the records are made available to Atiku Abubakar. So Nigerians will be waiting to see what will be his reason for stopping or pleading with the court in America to stop the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the State Department, the Central Intelligence Agency, the Internal Revenue Service, and the Drug Administration Agency, and all that, to stop them from exposing the information they have in their various files on him. What is he going to plead this time around? In previous matter, as I said, in the case of Atiku Abubakar, in Atiku Abubakar's request for discovery of who Bola Tinubu really was at the Chicago State University, Tinubu tried to block it, saying it will cause him severe and irreparable harm. Perhaps in another video, I will also show you how indeed this matter has caused Tinubu, the one that was released to Atiku Abubakar, how it has also caused the president severe and irreparable harm, as he feared and as he claimed in the filing he made before Justice Nancy Maldonado. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.